Hello friends, how's you? I hope all are fine and healthy. So let's start today's current affair, that is 14th of Jan 2021. Welcome to Affairs Cloud Learn to Lead. You can see here the two best images of the day, but today we will discuss 12 to 13 very important and the most important current affair. So watch the video till last. But before proceeding, I want to discuss about Affairs Cloud subscription, that you can buy our Affairs Cloud subscription of 2021 plan only from our application. Yes, guys, we launched the application of Affairs Cloud and the name of the application is Careers Cloud. Remember, the name of the application is Careers Cloud. So how you can download this app? This app link is given under the description box. So you can download directly from the description box link. So in 2021 plan, we are providing you daily current affairs. In the daily current affairs section, we are providing you two PDFs. One is related to theoretical current affairs. Second is related to question and answer format of the current affairs. Next is we are providing you weekly PDF. It means you can revise the current affair according to week. Next is weekly test. It is very important to evaluate yourself so that you can retain and reevaluate your score after some time according to the weekly test. Next is the monthly PDF, and it is most important because in the monthly PDF section, we are providing you various PDF. Like first PDF is study PDF. It means all the theoretical current affairs will be provided to you in the theoretical format. Next is question and answer PDF. It means all the theoretical current affairs will be converted to you in the form of question and answer so that you can revise and retain for long time period. Next is Pocket PDF. It is very important to revise the current affair very quickly. So that's why the name is Pocket PDF. Next is Banking, Finance and Economy PDF. Very important for those aspirants who are preparing for banking exam or any type of the insurance exam. Next is question and answer PDF top 100. It means top 100 current affairs will be provided to you in the form of question and answer for particular month. So guys, these all things comes under one subscription and this will be sent to your email ID every month. And guys, this is provided at very minimal cost, and on that minimal cost we are providing you 10% extra discount. How you can get this 10% extra discount? If you use this code ASH10, then you will get the 10% extra discount on that minimal cost. So you have to like this video, you have to subscribe our channel, and we are starting the 14th of Jan 2021 current affair, and our target is 700 plus likes, guys, and you have to provide this. So let's start today's video, and we are starting the first section, that is the most important question section, and here is our first question. What is the rank of India in the 2020 Huron Global 500 list, a list of 500 most valuable companies across the globe? And guys, mark this question under the most important question because it is the Huron Global 500 list and it is at the world level because the name is Global 500. And remember, which country topped under this index? United States of America. Because out of 500, 242 companies only belongs to United States of America. And Indian companies under 500 list are 11. And India's rank is, yes guys, India's rank is 10th rank. So remember, B answer is right. You can see here, you can see the Indian companies which are ranked under the 500 global companies, and there are 11 companies which topped under the 500 list and India ranked under the 10th position. You can also see here that first company is Apple, second is Microsoft, and third is Amazon. So you have to remember just first three companies. And according to the report, India secured the 10th rank with 11 companies whose total value grew up by the 14% and topped by the United States because out of 500, 242 companies or the entities belongs to United States of America. You can also see here about Huron report, and the headquarter of Huron report is in Shanghai. You can remember that it is in China. And remember guys, USA is on the top and 242 companies, and India is on 10th position, and India has the 11 companies under the list. And remember, first company is Apple. And guys, most important question here, which company is topped under the 500 from India? And it is Reliance Industries. Reliance Industries is on the 54th spot. Remember, 54th spot. And guys, Tata Consultancy Service, it means I am talking about TCS 73 and HDFC Bank is on 105. But you have to remember which company topped in the 500 companies list of the Huron from India, and it is Reliance Industries, and rank of Reliance Industries 54. Now we are moving to next question. India's first fire park inaugurated in which state? So guys, it is again very important and the most important question because I am talking about the first fire park inaugurated in which state, and the name of the state is, yes guys, you can answer in the chat box, and answer of this question is Odisha. Answer of this question is Odisha, and our favorite chief minister of the state, that is Naveen Patnaik ji, inaugurated India's first ever fire parks, comes up in Odisha. You can see here Naveen Patnaik virtually inaugurated India's first fire park at Bhubaneswar, Odisha. So exact places in Bhubaneswar, examiner can ask the Bhubaneswar, Puri and other districts of the Odisha, but you have to mark the Bhubaneswar. And Chief Minister Patnaik also launched the virtual platform of Agni Shama Seva to provide through which 16 fire related services can be availed, like fire certification, renewal of the fire certification, and so many services like 16 fire related services can be availed from this Agni Shama Seva. And the fire park is first of its kind initiative to provide awareness on the fire safety measures, mainly focusing on the school and the college student, so that in emergency case they can basically rescue other students as well as teachers and the other staff. So this is the main program to provide the awareness about the safety measures. And recent related news about this, Naveen Patnaik ji launched first of its kind statewide scheme called Garima to ensure the safety and dignity of the core sanitation workers of the state. So remember the name of this scheme, that is Garima, and it is for the core sanitation worker of the state. And Naveen Patnaik ji dedicated this scheme to Mahatma Gandhi ji. And next related news is for Odisha is Odisha has retained top position in the implementation of Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and the Urban Transformation. It means I am talking about Amrut scheme. And remember, Odisha topped under this scheme. So guys, these are two recent related news about the Odisha. And you all know Odisha's temple city of India, that is Bhubaneswar, sports capital of India, Bhubaneswar, silver city of India, Cuttack. Remember these three things. And the very famous Ramsar site in Odisha, Bhitarkanika mangroves. Remember Bhitarkanika mangroves. Bhitarkanika is also a national park in the Odisha. There is one more national park, that is Simlipal Biosphere Reserve and National Park. Remember this also. There is a Chilka Lake, that is one of the saltiest lake of India. Remember, one of the saltiest lake of India. Now we are moving to next question. And you can also remember the Hirakud Dam. Hirakud Dam in Odisha, it is on Mahanadi River. Next question is, what is the name of second edition of the biennial Pan-India largest coastal defense exercise coordinated by Indian Navy? It is coordinated by Indian Navy and it is the largest coastline or the coastal defense exercise. And the name of this exercise is, yes guys, you can comment in the chat box, and answer is Sea Vigil 21. Remember Sea Vigil 21. You can see here Sampriti 9. It is with the Bangladesh. Tiger Triumph. It is with the USA. And Yuddha Abhyas is also will be held in February 2021. It is also with the USA. Remember this. But Sea Vigil is just a largest coastal defense exercise coordinated by the only Indian Navy, not with any country. You can see here biennial Pan-India Coastal Defense Exercise. It is the second edition and first edition was held in 2019 and its name is Sea Vigil, Indian Navy. You can see here it was to just conduct along the entire coastline, that is 7516.6 kilometer, including Andaman Nicobar and Lakshadweep coastline and exclusive economic zone of India beyond the 200 nautical miles. The defense exercise involved 13 coastal states and the union territories. The exercise is built up towards the major theatre level exercise that is known as TROPEX. TROPEX stands for Theatre Level Readiness Operational Exercise, which Indian Navy conducts every 2 years. It means it was basically held in 2019. The entire coastal security setup was been recognized after the 26/11 terror attack at Mumbai, because the terrorist also came into in 2011 from the sea route. It is not in 2011, it is in 2008. That was attack happened in 2008. That is the Taj attack of 2008. Remember this. And recent in news about this, and recent in news is the Malabar exercise. Remember the 4 countries which are under Quad group. Quad group countries are Australia, India, USA and Japan. These 4 countries also done the Malabar exercise in the Bay of Bengal. You have to remember this. And what about Indian Navy? Chief of Naval Staff is Admiral Karambir Singh. So remember Admiral Karambir Singh. So these are the very important and the most important news you can cover under this section. Most important, guys. This most important means 90% chances are there to come in the exam. Now we are moving to very important questions, and here is our first question. Which bank has collaborated with the financial software system to promote financial inclusion in underserved and unbanked segments of India? It means I am talking about that bank which want to cover that segment of India which are still not covered by the banking system. And the name of bank is India's Post Payment Bank. So answer is India's Post Payment Bank. You can also see here the FSS powering payments tie up with the India's Post Payment Bank so that they can cover those persons who are not attached with the banking services. It means they just want to cover the financial inclusion. You can also see here the objective of the collaboration is to provide doorstep delivery of the banking service to the customers in India, especially who are not attached with the banking system. After this collaboration, Indian Post Payment Bank has become the single largest platform in India for providing interoperable banking services to customers of any bank. It means the software or the online banking services to customers of any bank. With this collaboration, Indian Post Payment Bank will provide all the banking service to nearly 410 million Jandan accounts in India. Because Jandan account means zero balance account, which was started by Modi ji in 2014. And what about India Post Payment Bank, guys? It was established in 2018. You have to remember this. Who is MD and CEO? J. Venkataramu. Headquarters in New Delhi. And what is the tagline? Most important, Aapka Bank Aapke Dwar. So remember, Aapka Bank Aapke Dwar. And guys, what is the role of this organization FSS? FSS stands for Financial Software and System. Remember, this FSS is a payment partner for bill payments, UPay transactions, card management system, POS ability, Aadhaar pay system, smart reckon and switching system of Indian Payment Bank. Remember, Indian Post Payment Bank payment partner is FSS. Remember this. Now we are moving to next question. Mahindra Lifespace Developers has signed an MOU with which bank to speed up the home loan approvals? So first of all, you have to remember this. Mahindra Lifespace Developer is basically a building company or the builder's company. And they just tie up with the bank so that they can speed up the home loan approvals. And the name of the bank is SBI. So remember, it is very important. And Mahindra Lifespace Developer, and you have to remember this SBI. You can see here, Mahindra Lifespaces tie up with the SBI for faster home loan approvals and discounts. It means if an employee of the SBI want to purchase a home in the Mahindra Lifespaces buildings, then the employee will get some discount. And there will be very easy for the home loan approvals if you are a customer of SBI. You can see here that it is to speed up the home loan approvals as well as offer special discounts to customers and employees of both the companies. It means this MOU is basically beneficial for both the employees. It provides various co-promotional activities and outreach initiatives customers and employees of SBI and Mahindra Lifespaces. So remember, it is between SBI and Mahindra Lifespaces to provide the benefit to the customers and the employees of both the companies. And both the companies' employee will get some discount if they are purchasing houses from the Mahindra Lifespaces. This is the basically promotional offer for the employees. So remember, you all know about the SBI, so no need to tell us about State Bank of India. But remember, who is the currently chairman of the SBI? Dinesh Kumar Khara. Remember, Dinesh Kumar Khara. Now moving to next question. Who was awarded with the first prize of INR 50 lakhs under Kayakalp scheme? So just remember, Kayakalp scheme is related to Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, and who won the first prize of Indian rupees 50 lakhs under this Kayakalp scheme? And answer of this question is District Hospital Riyasi of Jammu and Kashmir. Remember, District Hospital Riyasi of Jammu and Kashmir won first prize, and GIPMER of Puducherry won the second prize under this category. And AIIMS Bhubaneswar got the prize under category B as the best central government hospital. So remember this, AIIMS Bhubaneswar. So you can see here, Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, that is Dr. Harshvardhan, facilitates Kayakalp Award to public and private health facilities for high standards of sanitation and hygiene. I already covered this point, that it is for the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. You can see here, this hospital, District Hospital of Riyasi of Jammu Kashmir won the first prize, and GIPMER, that is Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Postgraduate and Medical Education and Research, Pondicherry or the Pondicherry was awarded the second under the Kayakalp Award for category Group A. And Center Government Health Facility Hospital with more than 100 beds, that comes under the category or the Group A. So remember this. All India Institute of Medical Science, Bhubaneswar was also adjudged as the best central government hospital under B category. So remember, it is under the B category. But you have to remember the first district hospital who won this award, that is the Riyasi, Jammu and Kashmir. Second is JIPMA. If they are asking about the central government hospital, then it is AIIMS Bhubaneswar, not AIIMS New Delhi. So remember this. Now we are moving to next question. CSIR, National Institute of Oceanography of Goa, signed MOU with which institute to conduct research in marine science? If you know about the country, then you can eliminate the options. So we just want to explore the marine science, or you can say we just want to explore the underwater system. So that's why we need marine research or the marine science. So that's why we tied up with the Russia's institute. And you can eliminate the option that you can see here, Marine Institute of Ireland. So it means it belongs to Ireland. So this option is incorrect. Next is Finnish Institute of Marine Research. It belongs to Finland. So it is also not correct. Next is Institute of Marine Research. So only two options are left. So answer is Pacific Oceanological Institute. So remember, it belongs to which country? Russia. Pacific Oceanological Institute. So India ties up with this Institute of Russia for the marine science, or you can specifically remember this National Institute of Oceanography, and headquarter of this institute is Goa. You can see here National Institute of Oceanography and National Geophysical Research Institute. It is also a CSIR institute. Signed MOU with Pacific Oceanological Institute of Russia to enhance capacity and the skill development in the field of marine sciences and the technology. You can also see here, it is just benefit both the countries to increase capacity and skill development in the field of marine science and the technology, and sharing of knowledge and expertise in the field of sustainable development for development of national economic interest of both the countries, because by the marine research we can explore more things underwater. So this is the main thing which will benefit both the countries. So now we are moving to next question. Which state or UT signed MOU with the Northeast Cane and Bamboo Development Council to promote bamboo cultivation? And it is very important for the northeastern states, guys, very important, because bamboo is also known as green gold. And this is defined by our former finance minister Arun Jaitley. Our former late Prime Minister Arun Jaitley. Bamboo is also known as the green gold. He signified bamboo as a green gold in one of the budget. So remember this. And this state government is Jammu and Kashmir, who want to increase the production of bamboo so that they can export and enhance the state GDP. So this is the main initiative of the UT of Jammu and Kashmir. You can see here Jammu and Kashmir signs pact with the organization that is known as Northeast Cane and Bamboo Development Council. So to promote the bamboo sector. So remember, the Northeast Cane and Bamboo Development Council will provide technical guidance in cultivating various species of the bamboo in the region. It means they will provide some guidance to the Jammu and Kashmir government so that they can increase the bamboo production. This will promote development of bamboo-based industries in the specifically area of the Jammu and Kashmir, leading to export of Jammu-based products so that the state income can be enhanced. India stands second in the bamboo production because first country who is basically leading in this production, that is China. And remember, 11th Bamboo Day was observed on the 18th of September. And what was the theme of the Bamboo Day? Theme of the Bamboo Day is Bamboo Now. This is again, guys, remember, this is very important. Now we are moving to next question. Tesla, United States-based electric car maker, has incorporated a fully owned subsidiary in which state? So it is very important question. Just remember the question as you are seeing in the slide. Tesla is basically opening a office or the subsidiary in which state for making a electric car entry in India, and the state is Karnataka. Remember, the state is Karnataka. So Tesla's owner, you all know, CEO and the owner of Tesla is Elon Musk. Remember this. Now we are moving to next question, that is important section question, and here is our first question. Which organization collaborates to stockpile a global Ebola vaccine? So they are basically a stocking, or you can say they are maintaining a buffer stock for Ebola vaccine, and the organizations are WHO, UNICEF, International Federation of Red Cross, and Medicine Sans Frontiers. It means answer is all of these. So remember, this is just a simple question. Just to maintain a buffer stock of global Ebola vaccine, the four organizations, WHO, UNICEF, International Federation of Red Cross, and Medicine Sans Frontiers, all of these answer. It means all these organizations will maintain a buffer stock of global Ebola vaccine. And you have to remember this, these four organizations are very important for you, and they collaborate to establish global Ebola vaccine stockpile. And you can see here, the stockpile will be stored in ultra cold storage in Switzerland and transported to the country in need within 48 hours. It means any country which want this Ebola vaccine, they will be transported within 48 hours. And financial assistance will be provided by the Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance. It means all the financial support will be provided by this organization that is known as Gavi, known as Global Alliance for Vaccines and Immunization. And recently, out of 28 board members, one is nominated from India, that is Harshvardhan. Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare become the member of the Gavi board, and it is a 28 member board. Remember this. And second recent related news about this, WHO and International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Society signed a MOU known as the Red Channel Agreement for the implementation of emergency medical team initiative. So in case of any type of the pandemic, the International Federation of Red Cross can send emergency medical team to any country. This is the basically Red Channel Agreement, and WHO gave this permission. So remember this. Remember Gavi, this is again very important question. Now we are moving to next question, and it is from picture that the center government set up a panel to study National Family Health Survey findings headed by Priti Pant. And remember, it is a 7-member committee or the panel under which Priti Pant and these other members will study about the malnutrition, study about the stunting, wasting and other things, nutrition and so many things. So it will cover under the National Family Health Survey 5. So remember, Priti Pant will be head of this committee or the panel. Now we are moving to next section, and it is one-liner important points. Tech Mahindra to acquire payments technology service for about 66 crore. So it is very important because Tech Mahindra is basically acquiring payments technology service. It is a Hong Kong based company, and they are acquiring 100% stake for about 66 crore. Next, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana or Prime Minister Fasal Bima Yojana crop insurance scheme completes 5 year in operation. It means it is started in 2016 and it covers the 5 years. So remember this. West Bengal CM inaugurated 26th Calcutta International Film Festival. So examiner will not ask the place that this International Film Festival took place in which state. So it is very simple. It is held in West Bengal because its name is Calcutta International Film Festival. But you have to remember who is the brand ambassador of West Bengal. Brand ambassador of West Bengal is Shah Rukh Khan. Next, India-Vietnam hold 13th Defense Security Dialogue virtually. So it is just to strengthen the relation between India and Vietnam. Remember, it is just to strengthen the relation between India and Vietnam. And what is the capital of Vietnam? Capital is Hanoi and currency is Vietnamese Dong. Remember this. And Tesla we already covered. They are basically opening a subsidiary in Bengaluru, Karnataka. You have to remember this. And Ministry of Health and Family Welfare set up a panel under the Priti Pant to study findings of National Family Health Survey 5 2019-20. So Priti Pant you have to remember. So now we are moving to 30th Jan 2021 answer, and the question was National Income of India is compiled by which organization? So this is the question, and every student who answered in the comment box is very much right. 100% answers are right. So answer of this question is Central Statistical Organization. Answer 4 is right. Now we are moving to question of the day, and question of the day is the minimum age limit for the membership of Vidhan Parishad is. So minimum age of Vidhan Parishad, like Vidhan Parishad means Legislative Council. I am not talking about the Vidhan Sabha. It means I am not talking about the Legislative Assembly. I am talking about Legislative Council. So you have to only answer in the comment box, guys, because I want to evaluate your performance, that how many students are answering on the daily basis. So you can see here, guys, all the news, all the very important news of 14th of Jan we covered, but we want some motivation from you, so you have to like this video. That is 700 plus likes. I already announced this from before starting this video. You can see here we want 700 plus likes, and you have to subscribe our channel. So that you can receive the notification on time, you have to press this bell button. And it is Affairs Cloud promise that it will boost your confidence 101%. And guys, it is my personal promise that if you are watching the videos regularly and if you are reading our current affairs from the PDF, then your current affairs section will definitely go strong. And 90% of the current affairs which are coming in your exams are covered by Affairs Cloud. This is promise of Affairs Cloud. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Don't take life so much seriously, because life is fun, and always be happy, because happiness is the key of your success. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye.